Alright, hey everyone, so I want to just put this whole topic to rest. I'm going to make one final video, at least that's my intention, and first I want to say thank you for all the positive feedback I got on that video. You're going to hear Daisy in the background, she's in her jumper. But I want to say thank you so much for the idea of me making a mistake and apologizing, and just it was just such wonderful feedback. Now, some of the feedback that I got was you guys went back to the original video where I thought I had made a mistake. And you were like, you said it correctly. I don't understand what the issue is. So it gets a little confusing, but I'm going to walk through it. In the original video, I actually made 2 mistakes, which has turned into a right. So technically speaking, in the original video, it does say things correctly. I do say put everything right sides up or wrong sides down, which is saying the same thing, right? Right sides up or wrong sides down. Now, in the original video, I misspoke. I had meant to say put right sides up or wrong sides up, whichever way. Right? Either put the right sides up or the wrong sides up, because some pleaters some pleaters don't pleat evenly, and in that case, you have to put the long is wrong, which a couple of you had pointed out in my apology video. And so I had meant to say that, but I actually misspoke in the original video, which actually means technically I was correct in the original video. And so, like I said, I don't have any problem being like, look, I was wrong. I'm going to apologize and own up to it and move on. That's nothing. What's the word I'm looking for? I am so tired, and that's the problem with this. I think some people forget, and I don't know why, because it's not like I hide my babies, but I think some people forget that I have had 3 little ones in just over 3 years. Audrey was about 3.5 years old when I had Daisy, and I am not complaining at all about having my children. They are beautiful and healthy, and I am so grateful for them. But at the same time, in the same breath, they're absolutely exhausting, okay? You can say you love your babies, and they're friggin' exhausting all at the same time, and that's where I am. And so you are dealing with an exhausted mother putting out free videos on YouTube, and a lot of you get that, and you're very appreciative, and I thank you for it, because honestly, without your appreciation, I probably wouldn't have continued to push on and do this. And some days I'm like, why do I do this? Why do I put out sewing videos? So for the instance that, and maybe I'm talking directly to the viewer who made that comment that you've tried 3 times and it's not working out, and now you're like, how do I fix it for the 4th time? After the first time, you should have been like, I don't know what happened, let me message her. And I would have been like, oh, that's not how it works, and let me walk you through it. You know, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm not trying to be nasty, but when I get comments like that, like my heart, it literally sank to my stomach, because I was like, oh my God, she followed a video of mine, she's in this heap of mess because of me. Like, I felt horrible, and you can see my demeanor in that video. I felt horrible, like I was like on the verge of tears, because I felt so bad. And then looking back to it and having a number of you, say like you weren't actually wrong. I mean, I had to the wrongs and made a right, as I just discussed previously in this video. But like, please don't come at me. That's what I'm trying to say. Please don't come at me. Please remember you are dealing with free videos on YouTube as best quality as I can, and I am a young mother of very young children. So we're all people. You're not behind a keyboard talking to like a robot. Like, I'm a person, you're a person. Let's treat each other with mutual respect and understanding and grace, forgiveness, all of those sort of things. So I want to put this issue to rest of what I'm actually saying, and because a number of you did bring it up. And then I had a viewer who said she's been doing it wrong sides up without any issues, and that's a very neat concept, and I think I know what she's doing. So all that to say, let's go through this and let me really walk you through what I'm talking about, and I think I know what she's talking about. So in the original video, here's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say is that you either need to so I'm going to do the right sides of my fabric. You can see that's the right side and that's the wrong side. I picked a fabric that was very clear which one was which. So I'm putting this through And then as the video goes, I'm taking it off my needles. I'm going to be pulling this out for the seam allowance. And this is the original method. But I am going to show the other method. I think I know what she's done. So this is the original thing. Now I'm going to put my second piece through, and we're just going to imagine, right, this is a bishop or whatever. So you're putting your second piece through, you're taking some off the needles, that's going to be the seam allowance here, and you have to imagine, so this is right sides together, right? That's how traditionally you sew things together with these sort of seams, these sort of plain seams, is your right sides are going to be together so that your seam allowance is going to be on the back side here. So then using the original way, you would pleat up, and maybe I'm just going to do these two here because I'm just trying to breeze through this and go over. And so that's the original method, is that you have the right side of your fabric facing up. And so you've got the right sides together. That's going to be your seam here, and that's your seam allowance. And so that's how it. Yes, you can come in, sweetie. So that's how it originally goes. I had a viewer, like I said, say that she's been doing this without any issues with the wrong side of her fabric facing up. So I'm going to go through and do that method. And I think what she's doing, so let me pleat up. Alright, so let me just do two because there we are. Alright, so just doing two now. The wrong side of my fabric is up, and I am going to roll this through, take it off my needles like before, pull the threads out, and give myself some. We've got all three kids behind us and behind the camera now. So give myself some seam allowance, and hi Henry, hold on, there's just so much stuff, I know.
Come here, Henry.
Alright, so I'm going to put this through. Oh my goodness.
You want me to vacate?
No, it's fine. So I'm going to take some off the seam allowance, and I'm going to, instead of putting my fabric down, I'm going to put it up, because you have to imagine how this is going to come together, right? So you're actually going to need to pull your threads through to the right side of this fabric so they can connect. And you have to imagine, you want the right sides of your fabric to come together. So you just flip it, instead of, yeah, my sparkly phone, and instead of flipping it down, you're going to flip it now up. I am so grateful for her comment, because as soon as she said it, I was like, oh yeah, you could just reverse it. Like, pass the coffee. Oh my goodness. I am looking forward to the kiddos all being older and being able to sleep through the night. I don't think I've slept through the night between them being young and then being pregnant with the next one, because let's remember, like, as you're pregnant, you don't sleep well, and so then you have another newborn and another baby, and they don't sleep well, and then they get to about the year and a half, and they actually start sleeping through the night, and that's when I become pregnant again. So I haven't slept through the night in years. So here we are, right? Right sides were up. Isn't this exciting? Right sides were up. The wrong sides, now we've pleated it so that we will have the right sides to, sorry. Oh my gosh. The wrong sides were up, and we've pleated it now such that the right sides are going to be together for your seam allowance. So even if your pleater pleats unevenly and you have to follow the whole long is wrong rule, you can still use this method. The right sides, the wrong sides of your fabric will be up. Oh my goodness. And it will still work out for you. I am so appreciative for you guys, for her comment. I learned a lot from you guys. You guys will tell me that you learn a lot from me. Like, I learn a lot from y'all, and I am so grateful for this community that we have created, we are creating, we're expanding. Like, it keeps me going with these videos. All of your kind feedback and your grace and your understanding and things of that nature, I can't express my gratitude enough for you all. I love you to pieces. I am so grateful for you, and I'm just going to leave it there. So I hope this clears everything up, and we can just move on. We can just move on to other techniques, shall we? All right. Thank you, everybody, and I will catch you in the next one, I hope.